What is good, YouTube? This is Vortex. I'm back with another video here. This is a review video of episode 1 of Origin, the debut YouTube Originals series that came out roughly at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in my time zone. And so, without further ado, guys, let's jump right into this review. So, guys, as you watch the episode, it has the feel of the Matrix. It has these pods here. It has the character. His name is Shun. You found out this information about maybe 10 or 15 minutes into the episode. Um, but the episode is more so centered around him because it gives a little bit of a backstory of him throughout the episode. But again, guys, the as far as I can tell, the show kind of reminds me of The Matrix. Where all the characters in this episode, they wake up in these pods. They don't know where they're at. They don't know how they got here, and they're trying to figure things out. Shun eventually ends up running into another character in a little bit, but yeah, guys, the show reminds me of the Matrix, at least in the first episode. Now, guys, I'm jumping a little bit ahead into the episode, but uh, this is more so clarification for all of us. Um, this is Shun again, but he's standing next to a woman by the name of Xavier Gray, who uh, Shun has a brother. His brother meets him at this place because again, this is a backstory of Shun. Um, and the first episode giving you some detailed information. Um, but Shun has his brother wear these glasses, and these glasses kind of warp him here. Well, not so much warp, but it's a virtual reality type of thing. But the Xavier pretty much explains to Shun that they want to send him the Siren company, what they're called. They want to send Shun here to planet Thea, and they're saying it's a place where people can go to be where humans can basically populate this other planet. And he's saying she's saying, Xavier's saying that this is a clean slate for any and everybody, for all of the people that we want to send here at Thea. But you know misleading information. This is Siren's version of Thea, but it seems like Thea is actually this ship here. That's what it seems like it is. It seems like, you know, this ship is what Siren, this company, these people have taken all of these passengers and put them on this ship. This seems to be Thea. Now, again, like I said, it seems like it's misleading as far as what Xavier told Shun. My apologies, guys. My had a little mishap there, but like I was saying, it seems like it's a misleading. It seems like it's misleading information as far as what Xavier told Shun, as far as Planet Thea compared to what it, like I said, what it seems like this ship here is Thea itself. Now again, I'm not too sure because it's the first episode. Not too sure if this ship is actually heading towards Planet Thea. Who knows for sure, but it just seems like Thea is actually this ship. But again, Planet Thea could actually be a real thing, and this ship is actually heading to Planet Thea. But this ship may have an actual name to it. But we just it just seems like it. From what, like I said, from what Xavier told Shun, that it just seems like it's misleading type of information. And so basically, guys, this is Shun's brother. He meets up with his brother, and they're having a conversation. I believe there's a picture, I guess, of their mother in the scene. But his brother basically is, I'm guessing, is a cop, and his brother is the reason why Shun gets placed into the Siren's program to go to Thea, or to be on that ship. Like I said earlier, his brother is the reason why he um, gets placed in this program. So these are the other crew members, well, not crew members, but these are the other passengers on this ship. They all end up finding each other in in various places as far as like the pods and stuff. They all end up coming together, trying to figure out what's going on. They never ask each other each other's names until specifically here. Um, at least I believe it was Shun and um, Lana, which is at the top here, middle, uh, basically the top of the screen here. Um, the other, the one in the middle of the screen. But they don't really name drop until like here and a little bit further. Just a couple of the people. You don't really know all of their names uh, in this episode. And this is the scene where him and his brother meet up. They end up talking, and he ends up telling him about getting out, having a clean slate, and he basically forces him to put his glasses on so he can go to this virtual reality world to meet up with Xavier Gray to have that conversation. But this is specifically the scene where that happens, where that occurs. I didn't want to leave that out in this review, as far as what it actually looked like going into the virtual reality world. And then eventually, uh, getting closer to the end of the episode, they end up finding a crew member officially and finally, throughout the backstory of Shun, and the crew members, they end up receiving like a message from another crew member, but they're actually looking for the crew member that sent out the message. But while they're traveling and going, they end up running into uh, this crew member here, who's passed out just above, just above them. And they found out that this crew member's name is Evelyn Ray, but of course, they don't know who she is. Um, but she's just unconscious, but she was bleeding from her right wrist, I believe, or something like that. She seemed like she had gotten attacked by somebody or something. Um, but yeah, guys, they finally find somebody who possibly can give them some information on as to where they're at and why they're on this ship. And so, guys, we find out towards the end of the episode that it looks like a piece of a meteor hit the ship. Um, and there are other people in this room here that are dead. Um, and there's this slime and stuff coming from sides of the you know the walls or whatever, and various parts of the area. But a meteor hit the ship. They end up just maybe like 60 seconds later into this area. They end up running into, actually, this guy runs into them, just yelling and screaming. But he's passed out, but he ends up waking up and kind of murmuring stuff to Lana and Shun here. But basically, like, his body contorts. His hands start to like kind of break and stuff and contort. But basically the information that he gives them is that, as he's murmuring, he's saying it's inside. We're all the viewers and even the crew, both of these passengers, Lana and Shun, like, thinking like, what do you mean? What does he mean by it's inside? Um, but from what I can take out of this, guys, like I said at the beginning of this review video, and now up to this point, that it reminds me of The Matrix, but now more so it reminds me of Aliens, the movie from way back in the 70s into the 80s, um, where it just maybe possibly it just seems like it's gonna be like The Matrix slash Aliens movie. Well, origins show, where they're stuck on this ship, and they basically have to try to survive. That's what it seems like. Again, if the show is basically, about them being on the ship and heading to Thea, then cool, and they have to survive, then cool. But it just seems like it's just going to be another, uh, like more so Matrix slash uh, Aliens uh, uh, TV show, YouTube show. That's what it just seems like it's going to be. And lastly, guys, the parts of the passengers find what seems to be like the control room, and they access some information, and they basically found out that the crew and stuff, that they basically had left the the ship a while ago. But at the same time, there are other bodies on the ship already that have already died. Some people, you know, 2 or 3 people have survived. Uh, but it just, again, like I said, guys, it seems like it's going to be like one of those, YouTube's own version of the Aliens films from back in the day. And like I said, it just seems like they're going to have to figure out a way to survive. I'm, not sure how they're going to do that, because I got to continue watching the episodes moving forward from episode 2 and 4. I think there's 10 episodes in total, and I hope that if I really really enjoy the show 5 episodes in, because my thing is I usually watch 5 episodes of a new TV show and or anime, and after the fifth one, I'll determine whether or not I want to continue moving forward with with the show. So it's basically the same thing with Origins here. I'm gonna go 5 episodes in. If I don't like it by then, I'll let you all know. I'll upload a video about that. But as far as episode 1 is concerned, it was good. Like I said, it gave you the backstory of Shunin, and I believe that that's what it's gonna do moving forward. All the characters, it may seem like you're gonna get a backstory of each character. How they, well, who they were, giving you a sense of who they were, and how they ended up finding out about the organization Siren, or the company Siren, finding out about Thea and or traveling to Thea. Because again, I'm more so not sure as far as this ship is concerned. Maybe also maybe it might be one of those, like I said, because it's a survivor show. Like maybe Siren has this thing where they're taking people who are like uh, most wanted. Like maybe they have criminal records, and they're taking like specific people who are very very bad, very very evil, putting them all together and making it to where they have to actually survive, and not only having one person, maybe one person is supposed to survive uh, on this ship getting to Thea. Again, I'm not sure. I'm just, speculating and theorizing as far as episode 1 is concerned. Um, but I'm curious though. Still, it has my curiosity. It's not like I'm just saying like, oh, it's just another one of these shows. I'm just more so curious as to why they're here. Again, like I said, if in episode 2 they give us a backstory of somebody else, then my theory is correct, that we're going to get backstories on each and every character, who they are, who they were, and if my theory is correct that all these people need to kind of basically survive being on the ship together. What that meteor is about. Because even with the meteor hitting the ship, that probably wasn't in Siren's plans. Who knows? I mean, again, who knows for sure? But yeah, guys, that's pretty much my thoughts, my theories, wondering, curiosity. I'm intrigued, and I'm getting ready to go watch episode 2 now to see what happens next. So with that, guys, I'm out. Let me know your thoughts if you've watched episode 1 of Origin. What did you all think of episode 1? Are you further into the show more than I am? No spoilers, please. Uh, but I'm curious to see what's gonna happen next in this show. So with that, guys, I'm about to be out. About to go hit up episode 2 and see what happens next. So with that, guys, I'll holler at y'all in the next video. Peace, guys.